I'm meteorologist Carley Gomez, and we are seeing that a lot of that heavy rain has been pushing throughout your Thursday, with snowfall now rising to some higher elevations before it's expected again drop to lower elevations into Friday morning. So heavy rain and snow continuing into our Thursday night, Friday morning hours. You can take a closer look here around 8:30 p.m. A lot of that heavy rain for the foothill spots and the snowfall. Notice here we've seen some of the elevations as low as about 5,000 feet in the morning, now lifting all the way up to about 7,500 feet even. And what we're looking at for the valley is a breakup now of those showers into more scattered showers rather than that solid rain we saw off and on throughout the day. We are going to continue to get a few lines of these showers moving into our early morning hours of Friday, and then most of it should begin coming to an end, at least for the valley and those foothill areas. Now, as we see here, since midnight, precipitation totals have been anywhere from about a quarter inch for the San Joaquin Valley to as much as over a half inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain from Sacramento to Marysville, over an inch of rain already in Auburn. And we do anticipate a lot of these foothill areas expecting to see a lot higher totals as we move into Friday morning as well. Most of that moisture will continue to push into our foothills and Sierra as we move into Friday morning. Now, we do have one more push toward the end, or mid-morning hours, I should say, of our Friday for a few more scattered showers remaining. But by Friday evening, we're actually going to start seeing a lot more clearing. Third of an inch of rain for Fairfield, with a half inch now for San Francisco. And just remember, about 48 hours ago, San Francisco got about an inch and 3/4 for that area. A lot of rain, actually beating that record from previous records there set years and years ago. So we're seeing a lot of rain in a short amount of time. Looking at our weather impact alert day for today, this is throughout your Thursday. We're going to continue to see still some spotty showers Friday, but we do not have an impact alert day for Friday, as most of that should come to an end. Valley rain and mountain snow, but now added that extra element of gusty winds. It really kicked up Thursday afternoon, evening, and started continuing into Thursday night, especially for the Sierra. Your need, of course, is to travel safely, but if you need to and you can, postponing travel may be the safest bet for you at this moment, especially overnight Thursday into Friday. And then finally, by Friday evening, we're actually looking at decent conditions for travel. If you had plans to head toward Truckee, South Lake Tahoe, and you wanted to get that early start for your weekend plans, you may want to just even hold out a little longer for the Sierra and traveling at least until really Friday evening. And if you want to wait as late as Saturday morning, you're looking at great conditions. The roadway should be clear by that point. They should have most of that under control. All right, let's take a look here at our winter storm warning. This will be in effect until noon on Friday. What we're seeing here is that the elevation for snowfall, although really high as of Thursday night, will begin to drop down to even as low as 4,000 feet into early Friday morning. That's because we're getting pockets of cold air moving in overnight, along with that moisture. That's going to drop our snow levels for us into the mid-morning hours as well. Now, behind that, we're also seeing those gusty winds, a wind advisory in effect as we continue to see winds coming in from the south-southeast. Notice that drop here from the south coming into our valley, but also the foothills. We're seeing some winds as of about 8:30 p.m., 20-mile-per-hour winds to 15-mile-per-hour winds, and that's just sustained winds. Check out the gusts we've seen today. As much as almost 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Placerville, 40 around Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto on average. We're seeing about 56-mile-per-hour wind gusts as that peak so far today in the San Francisco area. Strong gusts as well up high in the Sierra. Now, as we look ahead toward our overnight hours into Friday, 1:30 a.m., you're starting to see that division here. The clouds move out and we get some clearing. That is allowing that cold air to seep in. As it comes in right between a few of these scattered lines of showers, we're going to start to see the snow level drop as mentioned before. You see it's already beginning to drop as of 1:30 a.m. with a few more scattered showers near Calaveras, Tuolumne counties. And then finally, as we get to about 6 a.m., we're seeing some of the heavier snow still starting to pick up around the 6 a.m. hour. But take a look behind it. A few scattered showers left over, especially off 80 here. If you have a commute from Sacramento toward the Bay Area around 6 a.m., you may be encountering a few spotted showers. And then by the mid-morning, most of that passes through the early afternoon. We're going to start seeing that clearing. And then finally, 5 p.m., that commute home is looking much better than that commute to work. Now, you're going to look at a beautiful weekend ahead. Most of the Sierra snow also begins to taper off. And then by 8:30, pretty much all gone and out of our area. We will begin seeing very cold overnight lows into early Saturday morning, dropping even near freezing point for a lot of spots. Now, how much more rain could we see? We're pretty much only at about a tenth to maybe a quarter inch more of rain left over from Thursday into Friday morning. Snowfall totals left over could be anywhere from a half of a foot to about almost a foot of snow potentially, according to our GFS model. So we still have a little bit more to go as we're continuing to see more of the snow flurries in the morning. That's according to the GFS. The European model saying, hold on, we think we only might have a half a foot left, and this actually looks a little bit more probable just based on the fact that we've had a lot of these rising snow levels throughout your Thursday afternoon, evening. Most of the snow has been really way up high at the tip-top areas near Twin Bridges, Kirkwood, and Donner. So we're not anticipating a lot more left just because we've been seeing a lot of that turning into rain into our evening. So this is probably the most accurate that we're going to get as we move on into Friday evening. It's more likely we get about 6-7 more inches of snowfall. All right, let's take a look ahead. The weekend, gorgeous, beautiful sunshine, a little chilly in the overnight, and you can enjoy it up until at least Monday, Tuesday, and portions of Wednesday. But as we start getting toward Thursday and Friday, another atmospheric river set to arrive in Northern California and then shifting down with plumes of moisture towards Southern California into Thursday. Now, just take a look. We get another little push there as we move into Friday. And then finally, potentially on the 16th of February here on Sunday, you see another atmospheric river mostly targeting the northwest portion of the state, then potentially moving its way down slowly, losing moisture as it continues shifting south, but still bringing us rain potentially on that Sunday after Valentine's Day. So still portions of Valentine's Day weekend as people like to celebrate, but we could start to see more of that rain on that Sunday. So if you had plans for Valentine's Day, hey, you may have a window on Saturday. We are looking at temperatures here in the mid 40s to low 50s for Sonora into your Friday highs, but overnight lows are expected to be right around the mid 30s. Again, those cold air pockets beginning to move in as the clouds begin to part, the cold air seeping through. Bay Area temperatures mid to upper 50s, and then we're looking at our valley spots here right around the mid to upper 50s, but overnight lows in the valley a little bit better. We are looking at some mid 40s out there, a couple low 40s in Woodland, and then areas like Modesto looking at mid to upper 40s for the overnight low. All right, over the next few days, this is where we're seeing temperatures pretty consistent in the mid 50s, and then overnight lows right around the mid 30s, and then into next week. We have a few days you can get away with getting some stuff done if you had debris to clear out. This is the weekend to do so, but I know a lot of people are going to enjoy this weekend because it's going to be a nice break from all the rain. You can get out and do whatever you want. Then it's Super Bowl Sunday. By Monday, Tuesday, maybe get some outdoor chores done before we see the chances for rain arriving Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then again, potentially that following Sunday.